Kirk Franklin, born January 26, 1970, he was born and raised in a stable Christian family in Dallas, Texas, United States. He is an American by nationality and believes in the Christian religion. He plays instruments like piano and vocals, and also uses some genres like Christian hip-hop, soul, and contemporary gospel. Kirk Franklin recently acknowledged that he was struggling with sadness, concern, anxiety, and terror, but he discovered a straightforward solution to deal with it, and he wanted to reveal the technique to his social media followers. Franklin discussed his troubles from the previous year, including the loss of numerous loved ones, in an Instagram photo that was taken while he was on vacation in the Dominican Republic. He claimed, "I attend more funerals in 2022 than I ever have in my life. I attended friends, people's parents, and people's children's funerals." The singer said, "Not only that, but it actually caused a lot of concern to me. I had a lot of anxiety problems and fell into a funk that I couldn't get out of. Depression was the cause of my really depressing mood. It's somewhat a bother," Franklin added. "But not just that, but simply the anxiety that dying can bring to you. Additionally, worry about the future. It resembles a fear of what or who will happen next, whether it's a generalized terror or a fear of death. I just ended a phone conversation with my therapist, a lovely Christian man. Normally, I could contact my pastor, Dr. Tony Evans, but I just want to be considerate of his time given his recent loss." Franklin said, "My therapist has been a dear friend of mine for more than 22 years. When my marriage was having a hard time, he was really essential, awesome dude. Just recently I was discussing my intense anxiety, intense dread and concern, and general struggle with it all with him. He also stated something to me that I want to inspire you with. He was compensated, so I could offer it to you gratis." With a smile, the singer added, "He said that I will start to be more unselfish and will start to live a life of thankfulness. Fear of reasonings without oneself," Franklin said. Consider it. What about me? It's the questions you ask to begin a discussion. What will it transpire to me? How will I handle paying my bills? How do I plan to survive? I'm going to get injured by them. I will become you. This will be lost by me. I'm about to. Every sentence begins with LLL. It's really inward looking. So if we can't start living a grateful life, even when things are bad, you're always giving. I'm in a region of the globe where there are 7, 8, and 9 individuals sharing bedroom with no power. There are widows I observed with young people who must exercise caution due to sex trafficking. They are afraid to talk to you. Things could be worse for you. It might be worse, I can assure you. Therefore, if you live a life of thankfulness, you will start to become more unselfish." Franklin emphasized, giving God gratitude for what he has already done. The therapist then put this on me, and I want to use this to inspire you. I received it from him. I'm offering it at no cost to you. "Kurt, you need to be more appreciative," he told me, "because, Kurt, you are a miracle that you are not recognizing," he added. "That is what you must tell yourself," Franklin advised, saying, "I'm a miracle I'm not acknowledging when you gaze in the mirror." The performers then paused and added, "We forget that it might be worse because we are so preoccupied worrying, experiencing fear, or doing other negative emotions to remember that each day is a miracle. It's a marvel that we are still alive, the fact our limbs are still functional, that we have progressed thus far, that we weren't born dead. We are miracles that we are not recognizing that we are even here." Franklin told his followers he hoped that would inspire them as he raised his hands over his head and stared into the camera. "It gave me hope," he remarked. Being here is a blessing for me, and I have experienced need and needed to experience need from others. My wife is quite capable. My children do, but I needed to be among people who don't reciprocate. They can only reciprocate with a hug. Every morning, tell yourself, I am a miracle I'm not acknowledging. Man, I love you all. Have a successful year. Have a successful year. God hasn't abandoned you. Franklin wrote up. What do you think of Kirk Franklin's sad story? Leave the comments below this video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and ring the bell to update the latest news about Kirk Franklin. Thank you and see you again.